guys, I am here. I'm just running a little bit behind. Just give me 2 more minutes. I'm just gonna grab my tea and some water and then we will get started. There you go. You got your antler, buddy. There we go. Hi guys. So sorry about that. I was running a little bit late. I wasn't aiming to run late, but I kind of lost track of time. What was I doing? I was... Hi! Yeah, I know I put on lotion. Sorry, my dogs. What? You want lotion? You can't have lotion. silly boy. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I was running a little behind. Excuse me. Go lie down. Go lie down. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, you have 2 antlers to choose from in toys. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, I was running a little bit late today. I was actually doing so good. I got this all set up beforehand. I was like, all I need is the water, and then, I was good to go. And then my tea, and then my own water, and then I just had to do my face. And then I went to go get stoned before doing my face. And by the time I realized it, I was like, oh, shoot, I gotta get started. So, let's get started, shall we? So, I did put the name of the book title that we are following our watercolors for in my title to make it kind of easier. I also have a photo up, as you can see in the screen, what book we have, and it should have the artist's name, and like the book, the writer's name, there we go, the illustrator, there we go. So we did do the daisy, but we're going to keep on working on it to try to get better. But we are going to do the moth and then the fly andric mushroom. I think I said that wrong, but I'm just going to call it the mushroom. So we're going to go with these 3 today. We're slowly going to work through all of these. So how it goes is this is ink and water project. So this is what we use a pen for. And then this one is just watercolor projects only. So those ones we only use pencil. And then we paint over, which is pretty neat. So, but those will be later. We're going to go through these and try to get good at those first. Okay. I know I did the daisy first last time, so we'll see if I do it again. I just got to get the rest of the stuff ready. I do got 3 of these, so I'm thinking is I'm going to put, or try to put, almost all of them on one. If I can't, that's okay. So then the plan is I'll put a daisy and a moth on this one. This one will be like a moth and the mushroom, and then we'll do a mushroom and the daisy on this one, just to kind of get better practice, right? So I do have 3. I'm just going to move these 2 out of the way so I don't ruin it with the water paint. I'm still using the same water paints. I do have another set in here just in case, but I believe this one has all the colors that we actually need. But I'll keep this one out just to be on the safe side. This one is just more of like a traveling kit, which is pretty cool. And I've used it in a lot of other stuff too. Okay. Oh, are you stressed out? Your life's a hard life, isn't it, buddy? I know. Sorry, talking to the dog. Okay, let's get this kind of set up and ready. I know the daisy doesn't have much, but I think I want to work on the moth first. So I know this is the yellow I don't have in both of my sets, but I believe in the last stream I talked about how we were using lemon yellow to replace it because it was close enough to it. So we'll grab lemon. We need the... Ooh, do I even have that one? I don't think so. Oh, this is going to make life harder. I got scarlet. Let's see in this one. Alright, good news. I have this red in this set. So we will be using both sets today, which is fine. Because at least I have it. And then burnt umber, I do have burnt umber. So I'm just going to pull out those ones. And then I'm just gonna open up this set because, yeah, we now need it. I'm glad I have 2 sets. There we go. Came with also some little ones. Literally, it's meant to be like a little travel set that you have. So that way when you open it up, all your colors, everything. Perfect. I'm just going to pop that right there for right now. And then I'm going to put these. Actually, I'm going to keep this out just so that I can... Oh no, it's that one. So I should be finding the boxes out so I can see what it is. Put that there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually pop that up there. Put that on top of the printer. So I do have 2 things of water. If I have to get more, I can get more. That's not too hard. There we go. Again, so sorry about running a little late today. Okay, so there we go. We at least have the colors. So 1, 2, 3. And yeah, no, we don't have that yellow, so we're just going to substitute it with the yellow that I have, which will still work. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna put down a bunch of tape. Find it a little easier to keep it clean. There we go. Perfect, that actually worked pretty good. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. And come on. There we go. So yeah, we're just kind of getting it ready. And then we're going to work on it. Today is a nice day though, outside. Things are melting, which is even better. I hope that means early spring. Because I would love to have an early spring. Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to tape it. I'll just do a good clean of it. No, you're not getting the tape. Okay. Sorry, itching my face. Okay. Let's make the moth first. So it tells us to sketch the basic shape. So the moth's body looks like an upside down teardrop. Okay. So we're going to make a teardrop shape, then add triangles for wings. And then add 2 here and there. Okay. So let's see how well we do with this. So like an upside down teardrop. So what I'm going to do, honestly, is go right here. Just gonna go like this. Make a natural teardrop. And then flip it around. There we go. Just kind of like that. So that way our base is done. And then it says make triangles, but don't make it even. Just kind of going like that. And then we go like this, go like this, go like this. That's not bad. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make this wing a little longer. Actually, let's just replace this and redo this whole little triangle. I don't like it. So we're gonna start off higher. Go there. Go there. And then what I'm gonna do is just erase here. Here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the body a little bit more. There we go. And then get this or an erase. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, no. I went too far up. It's supposed to go right here, it looks like. There we go. And then we add a little bloom. There we go. So we have the base set up. It looks so weird, but when we add more details to it, it will look a little better. And like the nice thing about doing nature ones is the fact you don't need to make perfect lines. There we go. And then, oh, we're gonna add there we go. Little antennae. So those are the front wings, these are the hidden wings, is what it's telling us to do. There we go, and then okay. So that is what it's telling us to do for the first part. So let's see and keep going from the second. So we're going to add to the stencil sketch. So it looks like we're going to be adding a bunch of lines and ovals and things like that to it. So let's go. So I'm just going to start off with this wing. Make the first line. I'm going to go out. I'm just going to put in some lines around here. What I'm also going to do is put the last one in so that way I can also see. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing to over here. Again, I know it's not going to be pretty, but We're learning. So it's just all a learning experience. There we go. And then what we're gonna do is, it looks like we just stick a little, I was gonna say triangle, but that is not a triangle. Rectangle. There we go, right there. And then I think those are the eyes. I'm not exactly sure what I'm drawing, to be honest, so I just know that I probably made the teardrop way too big, thinking that it needed to be that big. But lesson learned. And then nope, let's go back and fix this for one moment, because this isn't working. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then we'll do this. There we go. That way it works a little better. Then we're going to work our way down. Doing this all the way down. There we go. And then the inside wings. I do kind of want to, there we go, fix it like that. Perfect. Okay, on to the next part is the side too. So there we go. We got this so far. There we go. And then what it looks like we're going to do is we're going to add the ink lines, and then we're going to erase. And then we'll add more random lines. Okay, so then that's a retrace, and then we paint. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I had to figure out what I was doing. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to kind of just fix there a little bit. There's fine. I'm going to erase down here, make it a little bit smaller and a little bit more in place. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to add the ink lines. So, going to go with our thin one, and let's add the lines. Again, not caring if the lines look nice. This is kind of where we add in a little bit more detail to it. Where we also do all the erasing, so we'll get rid of a lot of the pencil marks. We're just going to trace around here, trace around here, right around there. Oh, I'm gonna bring that more up because that is the eyeball. Then we're gonna trace these wings here. down. And then just gonna go like that. There we go. Perfect. And then we're gonna close off this part. Nice. Okay, so we've closed that off. Now the next thing we're gonna do is trace the eye drop all the way down. And we're gonna trace in the face. Or the top, sorry, not the face. Then I'm gonna add a little bit more ink to just kind of help make it look a little like it's supposed to be there. And then down with the lines. There we go. Down this way as well. And then we're going to close this off as well. So the next step, it tells us what to do is just to make certain lines more finer and more bold. But we're going to wait for the ink to kind of dry a little bit, and then we're going to go from there. Bye. We're also going to make a mess, but that's okay. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a fire. Move this here. This a little bit up there. Perfect. And that a little bit there. Then I think the ink is pretty much ready to be done. Oh, I missed something there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my eraser. I'm going to start from this side because that's where I started with the ink. And give it a good erase. Try to get rid of all the pencil marks. There we go. Sweet. And we're just going to grab the marker again. I don't need the pencil right now, so I'm just going to give it a sharpen, and I'm just going to put it to the side. And there we go. Sorry, I was not expecting that to come with it. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna do another erase just to be on the safe side. I do see a little bit of pencil mark lingering, but there we go. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our marker again and just darken certain areas. Up a little bit more. Just kind of like there. I'm going to darken up a little bit around here, the wings. Kind of give it a little bit more of its own life, right? Perfect. We're just doing this to kind of help separate where the wings change. There we go. Perfect. And then I am going to darken around here a little bit. extra ink. There we go, a little bit more here. A little bit more there. There, and then the eyes again. There we go. Okay. So we just darkened some of the areas around it just to kind of help add a little bit more contrast. I'm gonna also go a bit here as well. Just keep adding a little bit more details to it. There we go. Perfect. And now we're going to start adding the colors. So we're going to see how well this goes. We're also going to be mixing some colors as well, which is fine. Should be exciting though. Alrighty. So I'm going to give that a moment to dry, and then I'm going to grab my paintbrushes. So I'm going to use, not a 1. I'm going to use you, and, no, you're a 1. I don't want a 1. Don't really do, did I use an 8 last time? I can't remember. I think I did, but 8's so big. But it does match the colors that I was using. Or using last time, sorry. No, I don't want to use an 8. We'll use a 7. There we go. Those are the 2 colors that, 2 paintbrushes we're going to use today. Put that there. That there. And what we're going to do is, I think this one's going to be the water painting brush to clean. I'm going to dump a little bit. There we go. So this is the cleaning one. This is the one where we take the water from. Perfect. So we're going to do yellow. So I'm going to do a little dot of yellow. There we go. Give that a close. I'm just going to put that there for right now, just in case we need more. And then 2. I'm going to go 3 drops of water. I'm going to use my small brush and give it a good mix in. There we go. So I think tonight I'm going to play The Outer World, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to paint in parts of the wings. But not all of it, so we're going to leave some areas with white. Yeah, it's mostly the wings that we're painting in that color. And it tells us to just kind of pop it everywhere. Some areas, so that's kind of what we're doing. Just the wings. Add a little bit more yellow to it, kind of help. Kind of bring it up so it kind of follows. There we go. That's kind of where we're going to stop with the yellow right now. Now we're going to give it a wash. Get all the yellow out. So it does tell us to give it a moment to dry. So that is what we're going to do. And then what we're going to do is it's going to say that we're going to paint in some markings. So we're going to be using 2 different colors. So we're going to be using the red and the brown, and we're going to be mixing them in. And then what that's going to do is we're going to be adding that mixed color right into here. Here, we're going to put in some designs, some circles, follow in here, a little bit there. Yeah. So it's just kind of outlining just around this area, a little bit here, a bit there. Okay, I believe that is done. I'm going to take my paper that I have and just pat dry. Not pad. There we go. Just because you're not supposed to paint on it if it is wet. You have to make sure this is fully dry before you go on to the next step, which is simple. You just have to pat it down. So I know the yellow that I'm using is probably a little bit too bright. So I'm probably going to look into another set to try to make sure I have a lot of the colors that I am missing before we go into the more complicated stuff. There we go. Oh, and the dog is sleeping. Good for him. So, how am I going to do this? So it says burnt umber and the red, but like you don't need a lot of the brown is what it's saying. So I'm just gonna go dot like that, and then I gotta figure out how to get more of that color over there. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna grab this and just kind of Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit more paint to that. Get that a little bit more of a mix in. Go like that and go like that. And I'm just going to use this to kind of help keep it clean. That way I'm not mixing the colors too much. There we go. And let's see if that mixes in well. Because we want it to look more of the red. So this looks like the color that it wants us to make next. So we're gonna add, I think I'm just gonna go in here. Oh, I don't know. add more. Last one moment. I hate myself for doing this, but it needs to be done. So what I did was I just scraped it off a little bit. It's almost the color I want. Just want a little bit more of the red. There we go. There we go. That's the color we want. Give this a wash. I'm gonna try to tidy this up a little bit. If not, it's okay. I have another one, so that looks good. I'm gonna also kind of clean this off. There we go. We're gonna grab this, kind of wash it off again. And then we're gonna take the color that we mixed in and add it to the thing now. There we go, and then make a circle there, add a little bit of that in there, then just kind of adding some more stuff, colors. Okay, we're going to come down here a little bit as well. Again, it's just little details. This is what we're adding in with this color. It doesn't have to be perfect or nice. It just has to kind of go in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paint in right in here. Right in here as well. I know I suck at mixing the colors, but I'm actually kind of happy with how it is looking. We gotta put those there, and then we're gonna all the way down. I'm gonna add a little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit more kind of here, mixed in there, and I'm gonna kind of add a little bit at the bottom here, kind of make it look interesting. There we go. That's just kind of what we have right now. I'm gonna just use this a little bit here and a little bit more there. Perfect. So that's what we have so far. So this is the 6th phase. And the second colors that we use. So I'm gonna give this a clean. And then, oh nice, we're gonna do little tiny dots. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna actually grab a smaller brush for this. It makes no sense to use that size brush. Well, it's 0. I don't think I have anything smaller than 0. No, I don't. Sorry, for a strange reason, I thought I was using a 1. There we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make this a little bit more pronounced. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna wipe this off. And so the next thing is we're gonna add little dots. So we're gonna use this one right here. There we go. And then we're gonna take the little, where is it? Just give me one moment. Here it is. Sorry, I just wanna take a little bit of that. It's just paintbrush cleaner. It's used for acrylics, it's used for watercolor and a few other ones. But I just wanna, just because it did have a lot of brown in it, I don't wanna, there we go. I don't want it mixing with the red. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the red from here. And it's just telling us to put dots everywhere. And just not to kind of care, but little dots. Just kind of as you go. All in like the yellow area. So just little dots. I'm actually kind of happy with how this is going. I was worried when I got this book, I'd be like, well, I can't do this. I'm gonna suck at it. Because I didn't realize, like the pictures look really good that they put in. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to kind of draw like that. I know I can't fully draw with it, but I'm drawing a lot better than I expected I would be able to. If that makes sense. Sorry, I know my voice just sounds like tired. And I am a bit tired. I don't know why. It just seems like I'm always tired. I didn't take the iron pill today, so that might be it. There we go. So we got all the little dots done, which is perfect. It's all in the wings, and they were saying in the book to put it where the yellow was put on the moss, so that's just kind of what we did. They didn't say that the dots had to look nice, they just said we had to pop them on. So a closer view of what we got so far. And then we're gonna kind of let that dry a moment, because the book does say to let it dry. I will pat dry it in a moment as well to confirm that it's fully dried. Now I'm going to, so it's saying that we're going to make the same color, but we're going to use more brown than the red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape it off again, like I did, just that amount. I'm going to pop it right there. And then I'm going to grab the brown because we need more of the brown. And then full dot of brown. Good. Good. I'm going to just take that, kind of mix it in a little bit before I add the water. Just so that the pink's in there, or red. Technically a red, I think. Crimson's usually a red color. So there we go. Pop that there. Grab the water. Put a couple drops there. I'm gonna get this clean. Oh, pretty good. We got it pretty close. Just giving this a wash off. So that's kind of the color that we made. It's a bit darker of a shade than that one. same color pattern, but we needed a darker shade. And then I'm just going to mix it in a little better with the brush. Not bad. And then I'm just going to go like this, clean off the brush a little bit, and then just grab a little bit more of the color from the brush. There we go. Clean off the brush because I don't want too much pink in there or red. And there we go. We got the color we wanted. So we just mix the burnt umber and then the Azalea crimson. Sorry, I don't know if I said that right. Not spelled. But that was the color that we're using. That right there. But it is a red. So they wanted the crimson, but we're going with that because it's still the same color. Can't hurt also having it change a little bit with the colors. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is grab this. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so it is dried up. So we can go on to the next stage. So what we're gonna do for this one is we're gonna make it apparently look fuzzy. Okay, so that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace in these areas around here and then retrace them in is what it's saying. So that's what we're going to do. It's to try to make it look fuzzy. Which is kind of neat. So it is telling us to use the little brush to make like little fuzzy marks. So we're just doing little lines all the way kind of down, just kind of duping and dropping, and I'm just kind of popping it everywhere, not picking proper spots, just to kind of help with it. There we go. On to the next one. It does look like it has add a lot more detail to it. So let's keep making this little fuzzy. Now I got that old little nursery rhyme or child's rhyme stuck in my head. The fuzzy wuzzy one. Duping, kind of following, but duping everywhere. And it does tell us to do it again, so do a second layer. We are going to do that, but we're going to keep on doing what we're doing here, but just kind of add a little bit more here, a bit more here. And then it looks like we add a little bit here, here, and here. So we're just kind of getting the areas that we didn't paint, which is not bad. And then now I'm going to go over it again. It tells us to do it twice to kind of make it look more fuzzy. I don't know if it does make it look more, well, it makes it look more interesting. It does. Makes it look more come along. I should say. Nope, almost went into the wrong shade. Glad I stopped. There we go. Awesome. It's actually kind of looking good. Oh, sweet. That is the last page, so that means this is done. Which isn't bad. I'm actually surprised. So yeah, we'll just keep doing that, adding in some more details into it. I'm gonna add some more yellows in some places as well. There we go. So let's clean it off. And then, yeah, I forgot to paint in there, so we're gonna paint in there as well. But that's not bad. Actually quite happy with how that turned out. Because it does have, where did I put it? Oh, right here. Sorry. I was like, what the fuck did I do with that? A little bit of paint, cleaner, or brush cleaner. Just because we were using the dark colors on this brush. I just used this brush cleaner that I found off of Amazon. So, but it works really good. If you hear the banging in the background, my dog's having a great dream. I'm also probably going to have to switch out the water, because yeah. So I will switch out the water after this is done, but I'm gonna add a little bit into there. Because this is where we forgot to add. There we go. That's not bad at all. I wonder what colors I'm going to have to use for the next one. So that is the moth. No, it doesn't look so nice, but it works. I'm glad with it, or happy with it. Let's just see. Yellow. Do I even have that red? I don't know if I have that red. We're gonna find out. Didn't match the color. Alright. I guess I should have just looked at the front of the... It tells us which ones we need. So, burnt umber, good. Uranium blue. Uranium blue. Nope, that's Calvert. Uranium blue. What's the red? No, that's a crimson. I don't think I have the red that they say to have. Shoot. Do is I just want to check one color, these two colors, to try to see if I can get it matched. Just give me 1 minute. What happened to all the random? Oh, there's some extras. Sorry, just grabbing this just to kind of see something. try this red for a moment. Okay, that red actually kind of matches that red, so we're gonna use that red. Perfect. That was a simple fix. Kind of happy with that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up having to look for different colors, but that's okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to be right back. I just want to quickly switch out the water. So just give me 2 moments. I'll be right back. Hi, silly boy. Are you still sleeping? Hi, silly boy. There we go. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that I had some fresh water. We aren't going to be using those 2 mixtures anymore, but I am going to keep it there just because I'm probably going to make another moth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a fresh thing of this and just perfect, nice and dry. So that's our lovely moth. Sorry, I'm thinking I'm probably going to use another sheet right now for the mushroom. Yeah, I think I'm going to use another sheet for the mushroom. Okay. That actually turned out really good. I'm actually kind of proud of that. Maybe I'll add another moth to it, just a smaller version. No, what? It can't hurt. Let's try a small version of it first. Just because I got all the colors out. Okay. Like I said, just a small version. Upside down teardrop. Huh, I forgot how to make a triangle. Go me. There we go. It's kind of like drawing elephant ears. If that makes any. Okay, I'm gonna bring this wing in a little bit smaller. Change up this wing a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And what we're gonna do here is triangle that a little bit, triangle that a little bit. Perfect. And don't forget the little bloop. There we go. Literally making just a tiny, tiny one. It's probably not gonna look great. And then fix that a little bit. Kind of pop that in there. Oh, this is just going to be one really ugly one. I think I'm just going to erase it. I am not ready to do a smaller down version. Not yet. But that's okay. I can try that later. There we go. I think we're just going to go on to the mushroom. Alrighty. So we have all the colors that we need. So it's 4 colors and we will be mixing 2 of them. But what I think I'm going to actually do right now is I'm going to take a bit of a break and then I will be back in a few minutes and take the dog out because he kind of looks upset like I didn't take him out. So I'm going to go do that and I will be right back. Hey guys, I am back. Turns out I had a spelling mistake in my title for the stream, so thank you, Element, for letting me know, sending me a message. Very much appreciated. I fixed it now. Just so anyone knows, if it happens and you guys see a spelling mistake, let me know. I won't get mad. I'm very bad at spelling. It doesn't help that I have dyslexia. So yeah, if it happens, let me know. I won't get mad. I won't take offense. I'll probably just laugh it off. I probably should put dyslexia in the tags, but that's okay. Sorry. My cameras are falling, and I forgot to close my door. And like, if you notice also, if I make a spelling mistake and you don't want to call me out on the stream, you can message me privately too. Like Element did. I'm fine with that. I just didn't realize I put a N in the word moth. But that's what happens, I guess. There we go. Okay, I am back. Nope, stay. 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 Okay, good. Sorry, I was fixing the... Had it in a good place before. Then I bumped the table. And now I don't know where it's supposed to go. Stay. There we go. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Okay, that's not too bad. A little bit this way. Perfect. Okay. Now I gotta make sure I don't bump the table again. Okay. Sorry, I had candy in my mouth. I wanted to finish it. Alright, let's go on to the next one, which is the mushroom. So we're just going to draw the mushroom cap. I did draw it a little bit crooked. Oh, no, no, no. I think I drew it pretty well. Okay, and then we're going to do the spine. So we're going to go like that, and then I'm just going to erase there, and then we're going to add more to the spine. Feel like I made too big of a spine. Yeah, I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase right here and go just like that to kind of help a little bit more with it. And then around here, I'm just gonna expand this area out a little bit more. There we go. So we got the base look of the mushroom. Let's just move that a little bit that way. hope I don't mess anything up. And the sun has changed its color again, or the spot. So let's go like that. There we go. So I'm trying to figure out how this mushroom's gonna look round, because like how it tells us to put it on, it does not seem round, but let me just kind of change up the mushroom a little bit more. There we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase right around here, and right there, and right there the mushroom. Then gonna help even it out there. There we go. And then what it looks like we're going to do now is we're going to add a rim and sketch some warts and some other stuff into it. So what we're going to do is with this rim is we're going to follow around this way. Including here. Kind of all the way around to there. And what we do is we're adding lines in it. Just kind of all the way around, just adding lines to this part of the mushroom. Doesn't look much of a mushroom right now, but well, at least the outline does. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of pencil and marker work. And all the way around. I kind of want to expand that a little bit more. There we go. And then we're going to add warts to it as well. A little bit more design. So here we're going to just come in here, kind of fix this up a little bit. And then it looks like we are going to add a little bit of this here as well. We're going to do those little lines again that we did right here to here. It's what the book is telling us. I have no faith that my mushroom's going to turn out good looking, but we will find out. So there we go. Let's draw some warts on there now. So just random circles in random areas. I'm just trying to draw some big warts, I guess is what it's called. So yeah, we're going to be drawing a lot of circles right now. Or little warts. That's what it's called. Kind of filling in everywhere that's blank at the top of the mushroom. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And in the book it does tell us not to care what the shape is, because in nature has weird shapes. I guess that's what it's suggesting, and it looks more nature-like or lifelike like this. So we'll see how it works after the process is done, because like I have no faith in my mushroom drawing skills. But that's okay. I think when I did the small moth, I was like, uh-oh, and then turned off drawing for the day. I doubt it, but yeah, all right, let's keep going. We're almost done. Part of the mushroom drawing, the warts for the top, and then we gotta put in some more detail at the bottom. There we go, those warts are done. And then let's do the bottom. So we're just kind of making what's this called? Oh, the membrane, so, okay. And then just kind of adding a little bit of details to it. Kind of just like that. To the bottom of the mushroom. And then it says to add a bunch of ink. Woo! So it says to do the outline first and then the inside. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Okay. I'm just gonna move my water a little bit out of the way. Move the pencil. But that is our basic design. I want to make this look better, but so I'm just kind of changing up the top of the mushroom to kind of just make it look like it flows a little nicer, I guess. Because, yeah, it just doesn't really look that good. Okay. There we go. Let's hope that kind of helps the mushroom a little bit. And now we're going to be done with the pencil, so I'm just going to sharpen it. Sorry, it is a manual and an electric sharpener at the same time, which is kind of cool. But I realize I gotta dump it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's trace the outline. So I'm gonna go with the thin side. And we're just gonna start tracing the outline of the mushroom. I guess the bed got way too warm for the dog. Okay, so we're still tracing over the mushroom. And then here. go. So we at least traced the top half in. Now the bottom half. Is right there. The bottom half is right there. There we go. And so we trace that all in. Now we're going to trace the inside in. Okay, so now we're gonna outline the rest. This is kind of what our mushroom looks like right now, in this moment. Okay, so let's do the warts. So we're just gonna trace in the warts now. I do enjoy this. I know I feel like I suck at drawing, but I do enjoy doing this. I know it seems weird, but yeah. I think it's only me that gets into my head. I don't think my drawings are actually that bad, but sometimes I wonder. Like, I know they're not perfect, but I do enjoy relearning how to draw. I'm glad I got this book, because it's actually helping a lot. Doesn't feel like it does, but it does. Like, I'm impressed with the daisies that I did on the last stream. I'm really impressed with that moth. So yeah, just gotta keep on trying. And who knows, maybe one day it would actually look more lifelike. There we go, we're almost done the top. So we're almost done the warts of the mushroom, sorry. Forgot what they were called for a moment. There we go. I don't think we get this type of mushroom where I am. I don't think it grows here. It's literally going to combine two words there. But I'm not exactly sure. I don't really go mushroom picking or hunting. I wouldn't even know what mushrooms are safe to eat other than what are at the grocery store. There we go. And okay, so we're gonna start filling in this part. Right in there. Perfect. And then we're going to fill in this part here. Awesome. We still haven't erased anything yet, so we still have to erase after we're done tracing. So I noticed that in the book she's added more to it at this part. And she does say add a little bit more just to kind of make it look a little bit more lifelike, but I did that with the pencil part. So that way it's not too bad when I erase it. I'm just going to give it a moment to do the details. Or dry. To dry. Sorry, couldn't figure out my wording. And then it does look like we will be going in with a marker again to add finer details to it. It does look really interesting though. I don't think my mushroom will look exactly like their mushroom, but we'll see. Maybe with the shadowing and stuff it'll look a little better. I should have made this part a little bit more thinner, but that's okay. Because in the thing it shows that it goes out, and I just made it more straight lined, but that's okay. We're learning. Okay, I'm going to give it an erase now. So I'm just going to erase from the top to the bottom. Give it a good erase. Try to get rid of all the pencil marks. Here we go. Okay, that's not too bad, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more markings there. There we go. And then now we're going to take our marker and we're going to add, like we did with the moth, a little bit of thicker lines around certain areas as well. Kind of help a little bit with it. So this is where the first one's gonna go. And then there we go. And then make those a little thicker. A little bit more pronounced is what it's telling us, so it's what we're doing. So I'm just deepening the color here with the marker. And then here as well. There we go, and then we're gonna add a little bit here to the warts as well to make the warts look like it has some shadow and depth to it. So we're just gonna go pick a couple random ones and make it a little bit more pronounced in certain areas. Here we go. Kind of helps with it. And then I believe we also have to pronounce some areas down here as well. So, but that's okay. So we're just gonna keep on doing that. Oh, I didn't realize my mic was right in there. It looked like I was eating it. There we go. can't remember if I said what game I was going to play tonight, but I think I am playing a game. I just don't. I was originally going to do this stream, a game stream, and then do an art stream in the evening time or nighttime. But then a part of me decided against it. And then I did this one. If that makes sense. Because I really wanted to do this.
Untrue Dictation says best viewers on smtools24.ru at J3 Yark Siege.
One moment. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, I keep meaning to like add a thing to block that, but I keep forgetting, and then I don't know if I just write in that view, like the saying, you get more views at. But I'll probably do that later tonight or tomorrow, or probably forget and then be shock-faced when I forgot. Okay. Sweet. So we've done that. So this is just kind of what our mushroom looks like right now. So we're going to give the ink a moment to dry. And then we're going to add color. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing the yellow, and then we're going to be painting, what it says is the whole mushroom. So we're going to be painting everything but the wart. So we're going to be painting in here, a bit in here, some places in here as well with the yellow. And then we're going to use this red to paint into here, and then it looks like we're going to be adding two colors together to be doing here, and then that will be pretty much it for the mushroom, which is not bad at all. Okay, let's keep on going. I think I'm going to use the bigger brush for it. Give the little brush a break. I am going to add a little bit more water. Just to that, to kind of hopefully liven it up a little bit, because I know it is dying. It's kind of dried out a little. There we go. That should help bring it back. Perfect. And let's paint the mushroom. So it's only the mushroom. We're not painting the warts or inside the warts or anything like that. Just the white parts. And it does tell us not to paint everywhere, like not to paint it all fully in. But to just kind of paint around it. Trying hard not to get all the ink that I just placed down, so that way it doesn't get a little darker, if that makes sense. Like that way the yellow stays the bright yellow and it doesn't come out kind of like dark like that. So we're just painting this around and in, and there we go. But yeah, originally I was thinking to play a game, but then I sat there for like I think 10 minutes just being like, I don't know what game to play. I still don't know what game to play. I might end up just playing Power World again tonight. Or, you know what? I keep talking about Outer Worlds. So I might play Outer Worlds tonight. Work on the save that I'm doing because it's a new one. I don't think it can hurt. It's telling me to take steps. It was actually funny because yesterday I didn't even hit my step goal. I think I got half of it. So normally I try to take about 10,000 steps a day. And that's pretty easy for a day. But I decided I wanted to sleep and I didn't want to move out of bed other than when I did the stream, and that was that. I was kind of just done with the day. And let's go in here. And in here as well. There we go. Sweet. And we used up all. Do not put that in your tea. That would be upsetting. You literally just got a brand new thing of water for this. So we're just gonna let that dry for a moment. That's just kind of what the mushroom looks like at this point in time. There we go. Actually quite happy with it. Sorry, itchy leg. Okay, I'm just gonna take this and kind of pat it. The reason why I'm kind of patting it is so because you're not supposed to put more watercolor on wet watercolor. You're supposed to have it a little dry, from what the book is telling me. Okay, sorry. I was just reading my next set of instructions while beating up the picture. Painting. Yeah, I was about to say painting, but I didn't think it was right. Some days I wonder how I get this far. Okay, so we're going to, it looks like we're going to add the orange. Oh, that makes sense. It's a orange red. So the red that I'm missing and substituting it for. And it looks like we're going to be putting it in all around here. Again, we're not going to be painting in the mushroom tops. We're just going to go in the middle and paint in the middle. And then it looks like we do add a little bit here as well. So that's what the plan is. Oh, we got a snoring dog. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to dump a bit of water out. I'm going to go to this one right here. Add the water. Just one moment. I feel like I should push it off to the side in there, but I don't know if I... Let's be stupid, let's be stupid, let's be stupid, let's be stupid, let's be stupid. Sorry. I I noticed that the candle flame, like wick, was more over this area, and I want it there so I can hopefully get this stuff to melt. I know it's a simple fix. I just gotta get tinfoil, light the candle, and not walk away for an hour, but have it lit up, and then it evens out. But there we go. Okay, so we got the red. We're going to use the same color brush. I'm just going to kind of, there we go. And I'm just going to start painting it down. There we go. So yeah, we're just kind of painting in just kind of like a roundish area. There we go, and then let's paint in there. So we do paint in these warts, but it will be a different color that we paint in them. And it's not every single one, it's only also in little areas. So I would be switching the brush to the smaller brush after this color. And then we're also going to have to mix up some colors as well, to kind of just help make it. Then I'm just kind of going to go around. There we go. So that's just kind of what we got so far for the I was going to say muffin top, mushroom top. Some days I'm surprised with myself. There we go. Not bad. And then we're going to add a little bit of the colors to here. There we go. And it looks like a little bit here, there, and there. There we go. So that is the red. So the red is just an orangey red, which is not bad. Actually looks pretty good. Then what I'm thinking of doing, so now we gotta mix the colors. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so what it's telling us is add a little bit and then really water it down so we can get it to almost like a gray color. So I'm just gonna, because we don't need a lot, grab the burnt umber, and then it's uranium blue. Sorry, it took me a moment to actually figure out what color that was. Okay. Come on. Get rid of that. Thank you. There we go. And then it says to water it down a bunch. So that's what I'm going to do. But first I'm just going to kind of mix in the colors before I start watering it down. So and then we water it down to a grayish color. Oh, do not put that in fire. I think I used too much brown in it. Or we gotta keep watering it down. Because that's all it says, is to keep watering it down until it turns into like a gray. But I don't think that's turning into a gray. Oh, it's almost. Let's add a little bit more brown to it. I know it looks brown, but it actually is not. So that's actually kind of good. Give it a good mix, give it a good mix, give it a good mix. Too much brown, but we're getting there. Some blue. Give it a good mix. I think I made it way too brown. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna salvage this. I might actually have to restart. Yeah. Just give me one moment. What I'm gonna do is make a mess. Kind of just poured it out a little bit. Then I'm just going to grab the colors there. I'm going to add a little bit more blue to it, and then I'm going to water it down a little bit more. See if that helps. I know I'm not that great with mixing colors, but it's a learning process. An annoying one, but a learning one. Okay, let's add a little bit more water to it. Cause yeah, I don't even know how it tells us to like keep watering it down until it turns gray. Cause like, oh, that's not bad. Okay, we'll go with that. I'm gonna keep mixing it in. I'm gonna pop that there. Add a little bit more water. Feel like I'm adding like failure to it, but we'll see what happens. Give that a mix. Alright, that's not too bad. I think that's the best you're going to be able to get from it. Unless I don't know what gray looks like. But I think, yeah, that would be it. That's the color we're going to use. Then I'm just going to give this a wash quickly. I wonder though. Wait, one moment. Nope, not in there. There we go. I got the color. I just had to remove some of the paint. And then water it down more. But I think that is the color they want us to get. I don't want to move it over because it's literally full with water. Perfect. What I'm going to do is just grab a little bit more of that. Perfect. Give that a wash, and now we're going to add these colors in. So we mixed up the colors, and then we're just kind of going to put it in right here is where it's telling us to add it. Okay, that's not too bad. I think they had a lighter color than the one that I was able to mix up. But I'm actually quite happy with what I was able to get. Says paint in here. Paint down. there. And then the next thing it tells us to do is add a little bit to some of the mushrooms, warts, to kind of add a little bit more, I guess, realistic look. I'm probably going to need to get a smaller paintbrush, but that's okay. There we go. And that is kind of just what it looks like. I feel like this probably needs to be watered down a little bit more, but not bad for doing the mushroom for the first time. So that is kind of what it tells us to do. I'm just going to add a little bit more paint to there. Not bad. I'm kind of happy with that. I know it's not the prettiest mushroom in the world, but it is a mushroom. It'll take a lot more work, but eventually I'll get to being able to figure out how it works. Okay, we've hit the 2-hour mark. That's not bad. Sorry, just kind of thinking. You snore away, silly boy. You snore away. Your eyes are open. You're not even sleeping. Why are you snoring? Or did that snore wake you up? Yeah, the snore woke you up. You sore silly boy. Okay. Onward to the next thing. So we're gonna go kind of back track and we're gonna do the daisy again. We're gonna work on it, hopefully get better at it. I'll add a little bit of a background to these in a little bit. I just want to see if I can get the daisy on this one and hope for the best, or at least a partial daisy on there. I'm gonna go back to the eraser, just gonna give this one more go with that. Try to get rid of the bad design that I made there earlier. And then what I'm going to do is grab my pencil, kind of trace around. There we go. And then I'm just gonna grab this. There we go. Perfect. So I kind of just made a little circle. Now we're just going to go over it. So we do have all the colors that we need out. Luckily for us, this has already been made. Because we apparently need that color again, so we don't have to make it. But we are going to need more yellow. We are going to need 2 different types of yellow, but we are done with this one. So I'm going to give this one actually a close up. And I'm going to put this one away for this moment. Get it back into the box so that way I don't lose it. And then, yeah, we'll get working on that daisy. I don't think I need, but I'll keep the books there just in case, but I feel very kind of confident-ish making the daisy, because I've at least made, I think this is the 4th daisy that I made. perfect. And so a daisy has anywhere from 15 to 30 petals. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the petals, but I'm just going to thicken this up a little bit so that way you guys can see this. So when making the daisy, it tells us to do 2 circles. I'm only putting a daisy in this area, so the daisy is only going to come out to here with the petals. And then that will be its center. So let's add some petals. The petals don't have to also look nice or anything. They just have to make sure there's a certain amount, if that makes sense. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. That's kind of what we're doing for those. And then, yeah, they don't need to be perfect looking. They just kind of need to be kind of what they're meant to look like. I'm just kind of going over this again because that way you guys can see it a little better, and then at the same time just confirms where I'm going over. There we go. Kind of making it a little bit more lively. Sorry, my foot is itchy, or ankle, so I'm just sitting there scratching it right now. There we go. So I am happy about that. Then we're going to put a dot right in the middle of there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now we're going to grab our marker because we're pretty much done that. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to switch out the water because yeah, this water is not going to work. I know your life's hard. I know. I know your life's very hard, City. I know your life's hard as a Rottweiler. I know. Sorry about that. I was giving the dog a couple pets. Perfect. Perfect. Bye. There we go. I'm gonna flip this over. And then, oh, I realized I don't think I actually cleaned. Oh, I did. It just looks dirty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to use the actual cleaner before I do anything with it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the marker and we're going to draw in like tiny little dots. Kind of just like fill in this area as well right here. Make it less looking like a round circle and more kind of authentic. We're going to put a big dot there and then we're going to put little circles around. So we're just working on right now the, oh shoot, I forget what that area is called. Not the pebbles. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It's the center of it. The center of the flower. Gonna do one last circle, a round of circles, and then I'll add the other details into it. There we go. Because it does tell us to do this part first, add details to it. Little dots, little lines, all that other stuff. So that's what we're gonna kind of do, and then like we don't have to really connect the dots, the lines, they just can be literally anywhere, random. Because it's just meant to be like the seeds and the inside of the dandelion. Daisy, not dandelion, sorry. I do not know my flowers well. Just doing little circles, and then I'll go in with some little lines in a little bit. There we go. So that's just kind of what we got for part of the daisy. And now we're going to start following the outlines of the pebbles. Kind of make it more lively. And then afterwards, we're going to give everything a erase. So we're going to get rid of the circle here, get rid of all the pencil. And then, yeah. And then afterwards, we're going to add a little bit more detail to the flower petals after we do all the erasing. And then we'll go in with the paint. So I know I try to do at least 15 petals here. Just so that way it kind of looks like, even though it's not a full daisy, it's only a partial daisy. Kind of looks more full. There we go. So we're done with that. I'm going to give that just a moment to kind of settle. I'm going to clean the brush. That is all dirty. So there's some cleaner on it. Give it a good wash. Just now gonna dig it in, because it should be okay now. And just get all the extra color out. And then I'll reshape it, because like the nice thing with the cleaner is it also reshapes your brush afterwards. There we go. It's a little bit more cleaner. It was completely dark before that, probably brown and blue. Okay, we're gonna erase this part right here. There we go. So we're just getting rid of all the pencil markings. Cover me in eraser bits. And there we go. We have that right there. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm having a sip of tea. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is add some color and details and add varieties of lines to the pebbles and add areas where we just make it more prominent with the marker. Kind of help make it a little bit more thicker and fuller. There we go. 'Cause I think I missed that last time. I don't think I made these look a little bit more full. I think what I did was just did the lines in them and then carried on. There we go. There we go. There we go. And now we're just going to add a little bit of lines in there. So we're just adding the lines into the petals to kind of make it look a little bit more lively and fuller. There we go. Just kind of like that. Sweet. And now what I'm going to do is we're done with the marker. So I'm going to put the marker there. And what I'm going to grab is more of the yellow that we were using earlier. And I'm just going to add some yellow and some water to it. I'm also just going to give it a moment to just kind of dry with the ink, so that way it doesn't lift up too much of the black ink. I am going to try to avoid most of it as I can, so we'll see how it goes. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to be painting in this part of the daisy. So we're just going to start filling it out. The best we can, just trying not to hit all the marker at the same time. So that it stays that bright color. I'm hoping you guys can see it while I'm painting. I'm gonna move it a little closer, kind of help. I know my moth is completely dry right now, so that's like one of the only reasons why I'm putting my arm on him. So the daisy's actually really not that hard once you learn and figure it out. But like I said, this is the 4th time that I've done the daisy. So I feel very confident with it. Like I know I'm switching through the pages, but I'm not actually really looking at the writing or anything. It's just more of, it's kind of like follow along, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm pretty much going to give this a close because, yeah, I no longer need it. No, I do need it. So I don't remember the other yellow. Never mind. That's the only reason. It's because I literally forgot to pull it out. I can put these ones back because I already got the color right here mixed in. So that helps. So I'm going to put those back. I'm going to put this lemon back. And then there we go. I know I said lemon, but that was just the color that is being used. There we go. I do plan on filling in a bit of a background for both of them. So that should be fun. Okay, let's try to do this the best we can, as quickly as we can without getting too much. There we go. I just don't want too much black ink going on the into the painting or leaking into the painting, if that makes sense. Because I feel like it would take away from it. I'm just making sure there's no white left behind in there. Perfect. Now we're going to give this a wash. I don't think I actually need the big paint brush, so I'm going to put this guy away. Oh, no, wait, I do need him. I will need him for later. Sorry. Forgetting I'm doing a background. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and this, and I'm just gonna go bloop right there, and I'm just gonna put it back. Grab the water paint, add a bit of paint to it. Let's see if that works. Sorry, just kind of thinking for a moment. Yeah, paint, mix. Give it a mix. There we go. And then, oh, here it is. You don't really want to put it on a wet thing, so. Because it does tell you in the book to make sure you put the paint on dry paint. So we're just going to give that just 2 moments to kind of just dry up a little bit. Because we're almost done it, surprisingly. The daisy doesn't take too long, especially once you get the hang of it. But like I said, we're going to be painting in background. I know I said at the earlier stream that I was thinking of doing 2 here, 2 here, but I don't think it's going to work out with that. But we can at least make these 2 look nice. But that's okay, because my plan is I can keep this extra one, because we're not doing 3 of them, and save it for next time. Because, yeah, it's not the matter of not having the time to do it. It's more of, I would like to be able to fill in the backgrounds. And I said I was going to make a daisy, moth, and a mushrooms. Meant to be more, but we can do with that. Okay, I'm just going to check. Okay, it does seem dry. So we're going to grab this color. And it just literally goes all around, nice and simply. Just like that. To kind of make it look like it stands out a little bit and pops, is what it says in the book. And then we're going to add a little bit more here. Get it to pop out a bit more. A little bit there, a little bit there. There we go. And then we're going to give this a wash. So, in the book, the nature book that I got, where we pretty much made all these out of, all of them actually followed the things. I know I did that one mostly by memory, but I did look over it, so. Sorry again, inching that ankle. I don't know why in that one spot it's just always so bloody itchy. I don't think you can see me itch my foot on stream, or ankle on stream, but still. Okay, and so now we're gonna take the burnt umber and that Uranian blue, and we're gonna mix it up to that color, which we already did. So it's kind of nice. I don't have to remix it. And we're gonna add it to the petals. We're just gonna kind of add it in, and just only at the bottom. So we're only following the inside lines that I drew. And then we're leaving that area white. So we don't have to actually paint in. So the book actually tells you if like a trick is, I think that's what I was actually talking about, is when you're doing water paints, don't paint white, leave it white. Like, you will need, like, to do some areas white, but they literally tell you to leave these areas white. So that way you don't have to actually paint them. There we go. That's the daisy. Nice, simple. Not a watering. Sorry. I keep putting it in, like, my water glass. Or trying to put it in my water glass or my tea glass. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to actually wash. I'm going to let those kind of dry there for a moment. And then I'm going to wash this brush, because it doesn't need to be used anymore. So we'll give it a nice clean, make it feel new ish. And then just go like that, and we've retraced it, or reshaped it, sorry, not traced it. I am gonna try one thing. Before I move on with the picture, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think I got that fully cleaned the last time, but last time I didn't have these brushes. I don't think. I mean the cleaner. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. Back to your original self. Perfect. I'm gonna let you dry a little bit though. And now I'm gonna give this a close up, and we're gonna work on some backgrounds. Woohoo! I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna work on this background right here. So I'm just gonna put that there, put this here. I know I'm not going to use any of those colors. So what I'm going to do is, drain it into my garbage can. Joyous. Clean up the garbage can. And then kind of just clean up this a little bit, and then I'll add the new colors in. Where's the, oh, here it is. Like I said, just doing a quick clean of it, and then I'll add the background colors to it. I just want to try to get it as tidy as I can before I do that, before more stuff. Ugh! I don't know why I made that sound. I honestly don't know why I made that sound. I don't know why in my, okay, I do. In my head, in my mind, it was like, blood splatter! It was not blood splatter, it's literally paint. I'll do a better clean of it later, but that's for just right now. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm making sure I didn't get paint splatter all over my shirt, because it is a new shirt and I like it, and it's so comfy feeling. So I don't wanna mess it up the first time I wear it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a nice light green. So I'm, do I go peppermint green? What I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go peppermint green. And then I'm gonna also mix in, because I should get used to mixing colors, a deep green. Come on, gloop out. There we go. And then some water. Give it a mix. Make even more of a mess. Go me. There we go. There we go. I didn't want it too dark, but I didn't want it too light. So that actually works out pretty good. Sorry, I realized that I didn't have a cleaning brush. So it's just, we're doing a simple background. I mean a cleaning, paper towel cleaning brush. I don't know. Ugh, I probably should go to learn how to speak again. Somewhere. I don't know how I survived knowing English as my first language. And the only language I know. But still. There we go. So we're just painting in this right here. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's give this a clean. I know I will be using the paint cleaner after this, but that's okay. So that is that, and let's have a blue background. If I can pull it out, I would be very happy. There we go. So we're just going to go with this blue. The cap's a little broken, so it is open, so bear with it. There we go. Bloop. Put that there. Grab some water. Oh, it is on the stream. Okay. Couple drops in. And we'll mix in the blue all nicely. I think I'm going to add a little bit more drops to it. There we go. Because I'm going to use this blue for that picture anyways, so kind of just makes sense to add as bunch of water as possible. There we go. Yeah, I think tonight I'll just play Outer Worlds. Or I might go into Elder Scrolls. No. Why is it so hard to make a decision sometimes? You know what, I think I'll just play Pal World, I guess, for tonight. And then I think what I'll do tomorrow is Thursday, right? So tomorrow will be Lego. And then what I'll do on Sunday is I'll play Outer Worlds. Yeah, I think Sunday I'll play Outer Worlds. Tonight will be Pal World, because I just want to keep working on that area. And then Sunday will be Outer Worlds. I'll update the schedule as well, so that way people know what's what. Yeah, Outer Worlds that day. And then what I'll do is, yeah, Pal World tonight. Monday will be number painting. So we'll work on that number painting for both of the streams. And then I still have It Still Awakes in the Deep. I should probably finish that game. So I'll probably do that next week. Though I don't think I have the vid for it anymore. I think I let that one get deleted. And I didn't save it to the YouTube. Oh, I do have a YouTube channel. I just haven't attached it yet. But it's just kind of where I've been saving my videos. But yeah, I'll work on my site a little bit more. Well, the Twitch channel a little bit more as well. Probably during the week, next week, or this week. I don't know yet. There's plenty of time for this week. Guess I could do that on Friday or Saturday, Sunday before the stream. There we go. So add a little bit of blue there. There we go. Kind of make it easier to kind of trace around. Just because I don't want the blue really painting in the clear areas, like the white. I do like how the moth turned out, though. I think the moth is my favorite one so far. I thought it was going to be the mushroom one. I think I got a lot more work one before I really like it. Oh, I can hear my tummy growling. It wants to be fed. Oh, what time is it? Oh, 1:45. 5, that makes sense. I actually can't believe it's already Wednesday. Doesn't feel like a Wednesday. Feels like Tuesday. But yesterday also felt like Monday. I feel like I'm a day behind. I should have taped this down so that way it was a little easier to hold, but that's okay. Ah! Sorry, I dipped it right into the green paint, and I did not want green paint. I don't know why I like to do my own sound effects, but I do. There we go. Sweet. We have those done. So those are the ones that we've made today. So we just made 2. I know I was thinking of, like I said earlier, doing 3 pictures and doing like a moth in this one, and then like, or a daisy, and then all that other fun stuff, and like make them multiple times. But I feel like I need to work more on this one before I add more to it, if that makes sense. Like add more, how do I put it? Make the background more boom, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm going to tell myself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, put this on top of this so it soaks up all the stuff. I'm going to grab hand sanitizer so I can do this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy right here. He's pretty much nice and calm, so he's going to go back into the container that holds him. I'm going to pull out a little bit of cleaner, then give it a good all over it. There we go. Stick it in the water. Because, yeah, it's very blue. But that makes sense why it's very blue, considering we use blue. It's blue and green that's mostly stuck in this one. But looks like it's almost done out. I'm gonna go like this to confirm. Like this. There we go. That brush is clean. So clean. And then I'll put that there, because that needs to go there. I literally think I can hear my tummy growling. Don't know why it's hungry. Oh, I know why it's hungry. Never mind. That was a stupid thing for me to say. I forgot to eat breakfast and lunch. I'm really sucking at that. So what is in this little spray bottle is just alcohol. So I can give this a clean the best I can. And then I will give it a better clean after the stream, but this kind of helps. There we go. We're gonna let that kind of soak in the alcohol. And there we go. I don't want to touch it because it's warm, but that was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Give me one moment. I'm gonna push that right in. There we go. Sorry. I just wanted to fix that. So that way it kind of evens out. Probably have one more stream with that candle. Maybe two if I'm lucky. There we go. Perfect. So that is it for, I was gonna say today, but not for today. Because I am coming back on tonight to play a little bit of Pal World. I know you poor baby. I know you're dissatisfied. Sorry, talking to the dog. Gave me a look like, how dare you? Woman, you're supposed to be with me at all points in time. Kind of doing that. There we go. And yeah, but yeah, that's it for this stream. Thank you for joining me today. So I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back on around 7. No, that's way too early. 8 o'clock Mountain Time. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for joining me.